Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call, 3 p.m. Eastern, June 5th, 2019. Yeah, it's interesting that, this time of the year we have the anniversary of, I'll just say the war. World War II and the invasion. And, when we look at this, the history that we've been able to uncover with this planet, and even over the last 2,000-3,000 years, the conflict with humanity, the senseless anger with each other. And if you'll see, you realize that this has been a common thread amongst the history of this civilization. And my rebuttal on that is, what has it done in goodness? What has it done? What has been its purpose? Usually eradicating bad things, eliminating bad things, but not always, because it blends into bad ones use it to control and instill fear and destruction and so on and so forth. We know that it doesn't work. We know that none of it works. We know that the current structure that's fading on this planet, and it's a good thing from the standpoint that we've learned. We've learned that it doesn't work. That nothing in this dying construct works. The financial system does not work. The government systems do not work. The educational systems do not work. So where does that leave humanity? Well, it leaves us in a really good position, because we have the opportunity to, as we elevate our frequencies and we become more in peace and kindness and generosity, we know what to do, and we know what not to do. We have something to compare things with, which is a good thing. Okay? We know that the old system that's been around forever, pretty much with a few changes here and there, does not work. And we know that the new direction, which a lot of us are aware of, works. Kindness, peace, abundance, prosperity for all. Ego and mind are basically anesthetized, take a back seat. Heart mind is in the mastership role. We anger, hate, revenge, destruction are eliminated, because literally, if you consistently work on bringing your vibrational frequency to a higher level, in other words, the God within you higher up in the body, okay, not down in the stomach, but way up above the heart, and eventually out of the body above the head. But we know that those frequencies are of peace, love, joy, tranquility, happiness, bliss. So there's no room for the other stuff. You don't have a motivation to go into that energy at all. And because of it, see, it's very delicate for the civilization, because we've been trained in a system of annihilation, of an anti-civilization. We've been trained in that, generation after generation, all over the planet. So we really haven't known anything else. But as you come out of the sleep, you begin to realize that you have a clear awareness is that, well, this over here doesn't work. It's not for the civilization. It's for a handful of corrupted ones, misguided. And we do know that the higher frequencies, because we experience those. Joy, when you're in joy, do you want to destroy, hurt, harm, or deceive, or manipulate any? You're not even there with that. That doesn't even. It doesn't even identify itself. It's not there. Now when we look at the collective civilization, collective consciousness civilization, it's been trained to struggle. Okay, it's been trained to believe lies. Okay, and we are moving out of that. Now, had all of humanity moved out of that all by now, none of that crazy, loony things you see going on around you would even be able to sustain any momentum at all, or any attention, or even launch. So, what do we wish? What is our intent, the root intent for all of humanity? It's peace and joy and happiness. Right? Now, to eliminate things, to continue to eliminate the structure that has been put in place for so long, you've got to eliminate things. You've got to get rid of things. You've got to just eliminate them permanently. Transmute them into neutralized substance. Boom, gone. Never to become alive again. So, one of the things that everybody seems to be hovering around constantly is wealth, or money. One facet of wealth, money. And they all seem to be fixating on this money. Well, if I had money, I'd be able to do this, 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 this. We've all done it. We've all said it. If I had this, if I had that, oh boy, I'll tell you what, I could do this and that. It'd be so much different. One of the things that we will be eliminating eventually is money. How do you do that? Well, our intent, like our meditation today, is money. It isn't money in a selfish, egotistical, corrupt way. We look at money as a vehicle, as a tool. Those of us who are aware of what it really is. And we have so many people that require that tool to allow them to engage their different projects. We have this incessant, and this is happening with all the groups on the planet that have a deep commitment to assist the civilization and the planet into a existence of splendor, of happiness, joy, and bliss, and peace. But they keep, it's every day, it's going to come, it's going to come. But unfortunately, things are held up. It doesn't happen. So, our intent today is money. and not just for ourselves, but for everybody on the planet, is to usher in great wealth, abundance, and prosperity. But you can do it, but it is not recommended to do it out of desperation. It is not recommended to do it out of selfishness. Okay? And it is definitely not recommended to do it through the heart, through the mind and the ego. Period. This intent must come from your heart, mind, from your God. It's a much different intent than from the mind and the ego. So you picture a whole slew of gods intending abundance of money for every human on the planet. Great wealth, great prosperity, great abundance, forever. Okay? Now, understand that if you are not balanced with yourself and you are having an issue with loving yourself, and you do not comprehend this awakening, well, it's going to go into the ethers and not affect anything. If you're doing it out of selfishness, it will go nowhere. If you're doing it out of greed, it will go nowhere. So this intent, if you wish wealth, abundance, prosperity, money upon all of our brothers and sisters, it's part of you that you're intending it for. Because you intend it for yourself, you intend it for every part of you, all of the one. But it must come from the heart mind. It must come from the heart mind. So, if you will, go to the place, well, where you're not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure most of you are, and you're going to want to relax. How do you relax? You move into the now. Our intent for this civilization is that it meditates the entire civilization. Men, women, children. Meditate daily a lot. And as you meditate, you go on the now as you relax. In the now. Not tomorrow, excuse me, not 10 minutes from now, not an hour from now, not yesterday, not the day before, but the now. Always the now. Because all that there is, ever has been, or ever will be, is all in the now. And you are from your heart mind. And as you're in the now, and you are in your chair, and you're a spectator watching, all of your thoughts come and go, beams of light just rushing in front of you, and you don't interact with it. You don't obstruct it. You just watch it come in and go in and go out, go in and go out. And you're from the heart mind and in peace and joy and in the now, and you relax. Your body relaxes. Your shoulders drop. The stress in the lower back, your arms, your legs, everything releases. It relaxes. What are we all trying to do so much of? Relax. But unfortunately, most of the relaxing is done artificially with pills and liquids and that type of thing. So you find yourself really, truly relaxing your entire body, inside and out. And as you relax, you want to breathe. Breathing is very empowering. It's very healthy for the physical body, for the balance. And as you breathe, you want to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breath in through the nose, breath out through the mouth. And as you breathe in, you want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003. Release through the mouth. And you want to do this while I'm talking at least 6 times. So, as you breathe in, you're breathing in divine positive energy. Picture it. Your picture in front of you is that you're breathing in literally essence of the collective consciousness of the universes. Because all consciousness are connected in all planes of existence. It's one big ocean. Every universe, all life, is a collective consciousness that literally keeps everything in motion. Beginnings, endings, creations, constantly in motion, expanding out. Once you live in a creation, it continually expands out. As it expands out, collective consciousness creates the universes, the solar system, the bodies, celestial bodies, all of it. And picture this, that thousands of universes, conceivably, from our perspective, hard to understand, could be housed inside an egg. So you breathe in this divine positive energy. It's always communicating to you and to your God. You are wealthy. You are abundant. You are prosperous. You're unselfish. You're generous. You're in deep eternal love. You're at peace and tranquility. You're rich beyond imagination. You're healthy beyond anything you can intend. And this is, you breathe this in, and this isn't guilt, this isn't undeserving, this is what you are. It's part of who and what you are. You are always wealthy, you are always rich, you are always prosperous, you are always abundant. Always. It's never stopped, it's never ended. You give your power to the mind and the ego, and 9 times out of 10, you will fight to get to the top of the ladder, and you may never ever get to the top of the ladder. This is why humanity is so impoverished. This is why it struggles. Because it has not embraced itself. It has not acknowledged the fact that it is rich, it is wealthy, it is abundant, it is firm, strong, beautiful, joyous, and blissful and loving. It has not embraced this. It has listened forever incessantly to chatter, mind chatter, through the mind and the ego. And today, for the rest of your existence, move into the knowingness that you are wealthy, rich, abundant. You have all the money you can possibly imagine and then some. And that's the truth. But you've been fed an illusion. It's time to come out of the illusion. Now, as you breathe out, you're breathing out all of the little things that the mind and the ego will send your way. Oh, it's stupid. That's not the way it is. You're supposed to struggle. You're supposed to grasp and scrape and crawl, and you're supposed to fight, and you're supposed to do all these things. Okay? You're not automatically wealthy and rich. You've got to go out there and get it. Okay? And you expel that, right? You expel those thoughts, those creations from the ego and the mind. You move into your heart mind, and you review it much different, and you see the truth. And all of that stuff has bombarded you your whole life, vaporized. Purple transmuting flame totally transmutes it in neutral light substance. Violet ray comes in and cleanses and purifies everything. You enrobe it with the white fire so that nothing can penetrate the strength. You encapsulate it with the golden, white, pink light of Prime Source, Creator God, Mother, Father, God, Deep Eternal Love, our family. You turn, you move into the heart mind, you immediately are above the heart, floating in total peace, joy, prosperity, happiness, and wealth. You're just floating there, effortlessly, in complete tranquility, undisturbed peace. You're encapsulated in a perfect sphere of the golden white pink light of Prime Source, Creator God, Mother, Father God, our families, deep eternal love. Emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael, the purple, violet, blue flaming light of Archangel Michael, the white fire, purple transmuting flame, the violet ray. All of these energies encase you, protect you, embrace you. 24/7. Nothing can penetrate it except deep eternal love. It is your mind and ego that creates the fear that you deal with on a daily basis. Love them and set them in the back seat. They'll know their true place. You are merged with your God. It's immediate. You bring heaven to earth. It's immediate. The mind wants you to see other things. The ego wants you to see other things. But all along, the things are transforming into bliss, peace, and harmony. Great wealth and abundance. You're omnipotently powerful. You create anything you desire. Arm in arm, hand in hand, you form the circle of light. Circle of light is encircling the entire planet Gaia at its equator, and you can see the white flame coming off of its rim, and it is pure. It is the purest deep eternal love, and it literally saturates her from top to bottom. All life. And we begin to float up, and as we float up, we immediately call on our family, on our parts. We call upon the light energy beings who are in all dimensions, all frequencies, all densities, all existences of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, in humbleness and tranquility, in peace and joy. And they come in the gugaplexes, massive numbers folding into the light, the circle. You're humbled by their presence as they are ours. We embrace. We love each other. We are in peace, joy, immense wealth, prosperity. This is our beingness. Our light grows. It expands. We call upon all of the archangels, cherubim, seraphim, archetypes, all of the angels, all of the civilization, who are of the deepest eternal love from the deepest eternal love. Who are peace, benevolent, generous, kind, loving, tranquil. And they come in massive numbers, and they join us. We feel all of these energies, all of these beings, all of these existences. Stupendously blissful, exuberating. And they thank us for inviting them, and we thank them for accepting. And we are humbled by their presence as they are ours, and we love them as they do us. We call upon all the inhabitants in this earth who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love. Inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha. All those civilizations who are in the benevolence, in the deep eternal love, in the total peace and joy and generosity, and to join us, and they join us gladly. The unification of life, moving in a direction of pure bliss and total joy. We love them and they love us. We are both humbled. We call upon the civilizations who have been assisting this civilization in its freeing itself from self-imposed bondage, in its evolution, in its enlightenment, and its ascension. They are all of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love. They are all in peace, generosity, unselfishness, and humbleness in deep eternal love. And we thank them for joining us, and they thank us, and we are humbled as they are. We call upon all the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain Sananda, Jesus, Amoria, Abundantia, all of the ascended masters, too many to name, totally, all of the deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, all in peace, joy, kindness, unselfishness, and they join us in complete joy and humbleness. We love them, they love us, and they are with us, and our light expands. We call upon all of our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this life and all lifetimes that we've inhabited, of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, in total peace, joy, and abundance. And they come, massive numbers, and they join us, and our light keeps expanding in a 360-degree fan out. They are in total peace, deep eternal love, tranquility, unselfishness, generosity, and humbleness, and they come, and they are with us. We are happy. We embrace them, and we love them as they do us. And our light expands. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and in this planet at this time. The fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the trees, the elements, earth, air, water, fire, the dolphins, the mermaids, the whale, the Pegasus, unicorn, and many, many, many more. And they come and humble us in deep eternal love and joy, in bliss. Unselfishness, gratitude. And our light expands. We embrace them, they embrace us. This planet cannot not be in paradise, for it has already been transformed into paradise. It is for humanity to take off its blinders and see the reality of the true beauty of the gods that they are. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. It is massive. It sets center circle, holding all of our meditations in perpetual motion. It is pure, deep, eternal love. And it can be seen, heard, and felt in all densities, in all universes, in all existences. And our light expands, and it literally vaporizes and literally transforms all negative lower vibrational frequencies into the highest high frequencies. The sphere is pure wealth, rich abundance, everything. It's all there. It is literally not only us and our gods, but numbers so immense and so huge of all of our other brothers and sisters' gods. How can that not transform everything? It saturates us 24/7. It saturates us from head to toe, inside and out, both our physical and our gods, with deep eternal love. And so, since we are wealth, since we are the creators of money, because we are, since we are the creators of abundance, does it make any sense to any of us that we are not rich, that we are not wealthy? We are wealthy, rich, beyond conceiving, understanding. Isn't it ironic when we look at the planet and we see all of our brothers and sisters, all of them struggling unnecessarily? The flood, endless flood of prosperity, abundance, wealth, riches, money, every bit of it is already in us. It's never been outside. Once we understand this, the entire population will begin to embrace the fact that they are rich, wealthy, and prosperous. And we are the masters and commanders of our light ships, and we usher it in. And we distribute it. So as we look at the population of this planet, we are literally flooding them 24/7 with tremendous wealth, prosperity, riches, abundance, generosity, appreciation, and gratitude and humbleness. Massive wealth, massive money. Everywhere. Continuously. And the reality of it is already here. But as long as humanity fights itself and floods itself with fear, disillusionment, anxiety, undeservedness, guilt, they'll not have it. So our intent is that the entire population of this planet receive so much wealth, abundance, and prosperity that it would not be able to disperse it in a million lifetimes. Think about that. We embrace it. We are in gratitude and humbleness and appreciation of that which we are. And we are abundance. We are tremendous wealth. We are infinitesimal with wealth, riches, abundance, prosperity, happiness, and joy. Money, use the word, all of it. But if you don't embrace it, and you do not believe it within yourself, and you block the God and the flow of abundance that is rightfully yours, always has been, has never stopped coming to you. So all humanity, all of the civilization embraces this well. So it is, and so it shall be. I'll join you in a meditation and return to close us out. remember from your heart mind, understand and embrace the fact that all of this around you, everything outside of your body, is a construct. It is a matrix, an illusion, and it is reinforced by all that is controlled by it. And you decide whether to be in it or not to be. And the ironic thing about it is that all the money, the funds, the finances, the abundance, everything, the wealth, riches, are already there. Already there. But it's hard, it's difficult for the civilization to comprehend or grasp that, since they have been literally mired in low vibrational frequencies the majority of their existence. There have been glimpses where they can come out, hold their head above, see the sunshine and the clear blue sky, and they fall back in. This is why it's so frustrating for so many. But when you work from your heart mind consistently, you will understand of what I am sharing with you to be true. But as soon as we step down into the goop, which we all do, then we leave this wonderful abundance, wealth, prosperity, and riches. We leave it. Because we're no longer, it's passing over us. And we left our rightful place. Take that with you through the rest of the day, into the evening and night, from your heart mind. You know, you send love to your mind and ego, but they are not in command. And you know how, from your heart mind, to be in command. This is what our intent is for all of civilization, for all of our brothers and sisters. And so it'll be, as long as we stay in the higher frequencies. We cannot allow ourselves any longer to stay in the low frequencies. We will have a time for change call tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on this line. Sheldon Neidl won't be with us. They had some family emergency that took them out. So that's fine. We have a lot of information to cover in depth for everyone. This is a process for all of us. We basically have a really strong, firm education and saturate ourselves in the knowingness of our own true power. We'll be back here tomorrow on June 6, 2019 at 3 p.m.